I think the biggest challenge is the financial and commercial risk that investors are taking on. And the sectors that we're operating in are extremely challenging, fighting against all kinds of informality, poor market channels, and that makes it difficult for investors to commit commercial capital. So we're really relying on a very narrow slice of the capital markets in terms of DFIs. And so the tools we're discussing today in terms of first loss facilities, guarantees, and other mechanisms to bring capital into the sector in a blended way are quite interesting, and I hope we can find ways to build on that.
I think one key barrier that we have seen here is making the business case, not only for the farmers, and at Incofin we principally work with smallholder farmers, so making the case for the smallholder farmers, but also for the investors. And that I think what was discussed today, that there is this barrier of this tension. How can the farmers be rewarded ultimately for the extra effort they will do in ensuring sustainable farming practice, deforestation-free agriculture? So that's one of the key barriers, ensuring that they get compensated for this extra environmental stewardship.
What I noticed today is talking about different struggles that we have. I also see that they also have the same struggles, and also understand that it takes time sometimes to get things off the ground, especially to get senior capital into a new fund, for instance. It's also good to hear that it takes time for other parties as well, to be patient and keep on pushing forward, and we'll get there in the end.
One major insight that a few people here have resonated with is that we really need catalytical capital to be more flexible, and also perhaps to play a supportive role with those initiatives, navigating them through the early years, which are really so tough, and perhaps incubating them and supporting them until they're really ready for the commercial investment.
So a lot of interesting takeaways. One very surprising for me as basically guarantee provider was to hear that certain companies or investors do not need our guarantees. Those are those, for example, who work with metro companies or larger players and so on. Deriving from that, it's important for us to be on the side of the smallholder farmers or smaller companies, which basically help or require the guarantees to be put in place. So I would say that our main takeaway is to be close to these, to the investors or commodity traders or other players in, for example, supermarkets who work with those smallholder farmers and who would require our guarantees to be put in place, and for the lending to be more sustainable and de-risked. Our main action would be strive for the standardization to be quick and efficient in our processes.
And one action that we have made several connections today, we will be discussing how we can build new partnerships to build more knowledge about the different type of investment instrument that we can tailor in order to attract private investor in a different way.